We are the flow. We are the ebb. We are the weavers. We are the web.
Hey tubesters, so I wanted to come on here real quick and share with you my new space. You can already see some of it in the background, but I wanted to kind of come on here and share it with y'all because I got some new things and finally was able to hang up my tapestries and stuff like that, so I wanted to show you my new space. Here we go. Alright, so this is the bed area, so I just quickly made up my bed, but normally it's a little nicer than this. But I kind of kept some of the stuff over. As you can see, I've moved my diffuser over here, just because it just didn't feel right on my altar anymore. It started being too bulky, especially once I brought stuff from my old altar over here. Y'all might remember this tapestry had this beside my bed. Actually, it was like I had the bottom bunk, and then it was like on that wall between the two bunks. Bells stayed over there. I still keep my I love you card as a message for myself, and my bamboos over there. I need to get some seawater so I can kind of put some nutrients in it. And then all the books are over here. I think I'm going to be putting a smoky quartz or something over here, just because there's a lot of cords and a lot of electricity going on over there, and it's close to my head, so I need to put a smoky quartz over there. And then we have over here, now these go down all the way, like down there, but I have, let me back up a little bit. So I have both of these tapestries up, all three that I've shown you, plus one more I got from a closeout sale, and they were like, I think 75% off or something like that. So yeah, I really love that one. Unfortunately, it's gotten dirty in the corner, and with it being white, it's just like impossible. But luckily, you don't really see that in here, but I'm sure it's going to show out in daylight. Anyway, I also like the whole playing on the black and white. I got these back when I was in, or I ordered them rather, back when I was in Pensacola, and I didn't actually get them until the day I graduated and was already like about to pack up and leave. So it's actually cool that they work out over here. The last one that I don't have up, I was planning on hanging up over here, but it wouldn't work out. It was too long, and then it would have been like weird and off center for the altar anyway. So I might just, I don't know, save it for something else. I don't know. Anyway. So this is my altar space. I still have the calendar over there. There's a picture that I was gonna buy today, but I didn't want to spend too much money, so I might tomorrow when I go and get some spices and stuff like that. I'll probably pick it up, and I'm gonna hang that up over there. I've moved my hand of Fatima with the Turkish eye above. Got my Believe in the Magic. That's been in my sacred space for I'd say a year or two by now. The two cards gifted to me by Flora Sage, and then these are not real candles, they are LED ones. They're kind of functioning as my illuminator candles to represent the god and the goddess, you know, the divine masculine, divine feminine in its complete polarity. And then I've cleared my cards off because after this I'm going to be doing a new Wisdom for the Week spread, and I've just kind of, what I've done here is that I have my matron and patron, and then I have my fetch wife and her little Magistellus, and then I have my potions over here. I'm going to put one more over here, and I decided to make this be kind of like a water spirit deity section. So we have my Menanon. I got this little candle plate just to put stuff on, so that way these beads don't fall off as easily. They're kind of held up a little more. And then this is my permanent gratitude to the water spirits. Since I'm on this the sea witch path, I decided that I would put them in the middle as kind of like a focus, and because it just wasn't working putting them in my divine masculine section. It was just getting too crowded. And so then this is I've realized I want to use this as my green man representation, for the white part being like the winter holly king, and then the brown part being the oak king, and the duality of the two. That's how I see the green man, as the holly and oak king, and then he just kind of like morphs into one or the other according to the season. Over here, I'm not sure if I want to use this for the Fae or not, but right now I have a whisker from my Magistella Shay in there, just to keep it protected. I switched out the shell for my pendulum, and so that's there. And a lot of the stuff I've kept on here. I've displayed my worry shell a little differently. I had rocks that were kind of like holding things up, and now I'm using like these shell pieces. I think y'all remember my Industrious Ant spell. If you don't, I can't really do this spell again because I don't have an ant body. But yeah, I mean, all it is really just some, it's a carnelian chip, citrine, clear quartz, and, hold on a second. Yeah, so an ant body and crushed red pepper. I'm almost positive that's all it is, yeah. And yeah, I just put that in there, and that kind of helps me become determined, but also driven and focused, and kind of almost light a fire under my ass, so to speak. And then we have the little protection of the claws, and we have Jack, my Peyton. This is my personal one. Usually they'll use like a triquetra or a pentagram or pentacle, but this is like my personal. This is a pictorial sigil of my matron, patron, and I. So kind of like a magical witchy family or trinity type of thing going on over here. This filters all negativity at my chi. Y'all remember my vision shell? Haven't changed that. I think I'm gonna keep it just for now. I got my rosary, and then my little money section over here. Oh, I didn't notice this was falling. So then this is my gratitude to my matron, and then this one's to my patron. Oh, his fell too. Okay. And then I have a couple bees for, what's his name? Priapus. And then this is for Iran, and then this is the triple god divine masculine representation, as well as the candle that I haven't replicated with the triple moon and candle for the goddess. This is, I believe it's a pyrrhusite slice. I'm not positive, but I use this as a Caridwen representation because she helps me with my enshadowments and moving through my shadow self. Basically, she uses the power of like shape-shifting and the knowledge and wisdom, and kind of just working with darkness, and she kind of helps me figure that aspect of myself. We have the Kuan Yin representation, and we have my Zen garden and my sand dollar. This is going to be like an altar thing of moon-blessed sand, and my believe rock, my moon shell, and that's it. Oh, did I show you the wasp nest? Yes, that traveled safely. I'm very glad. And we got Karen. That's one of my crystal totems. Oh, wait. Did I just mess up? I'm almost positive her name is Karen. Oh, gosh. I think I might have called her the wrong name. She actually might be Helen. Oh, dear. Ooh. I feel good. Oh, gosh. Okay, I think that's my time to leave. Hey, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to her later. When you don't work with spirits because you're caught up in boot camp, it's very difficult to remember things, and when you're kind of busy with life and shit. God, I can't believe I think I called her the wrong name. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a little a haul. Hold on. Let me set up the tripod. This is gonna be a really wonky video. Oof. There we go. And oops. Alright. because I realized that I never showed you the rest of my stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to upload these videos back to back, but I probably should, but I might not remember to do that. So I showed you the little pot, which is my mortar. Well, what was I going to show you? Some stuff isn't very interesting, I won't lie. Well, I was gonna get some sea salt, so that way I could finish my crab salt, because I started working on that and I forgot to start recording it. But it's okay, it was just me, you know, crushing up the crab shell and breaking up the seaweed and mixing it together. It was, you know, but all I have to do is like put the sea salt in there and that'll pretty much be the end of it. But it's okay, I'll still record it. I'm trying to remember. I think it was gonna be the sea treasures. Oof. I'm almost positive that's where it was. What's in here? Did I put some in here? And, oh, yes! Ha! I forgot one. Okay. Ooh, I knocked over my... See, so this is like, this is the crab salt thus far. That's the crushed up crab shell, and that's the seaweed. So, that's that. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Watch me finish this video and then find out later that I forgot something. Oh, so one of the things I got was the command strips. So I got these command strips, and they're double-sided, and they're for posters. At like poster board, or just like the roll-out posters. And what you do is you peel the red side off first and stick that to the poster, and then this black side you peel off and stick it to the wall. Well, that's what I decided to use for my my tapestries. This isn't gonna work. There we go. That's much better. And it works relatively well. I'll find out if it holds. I hope it does. I'm forgetting something else. I know I am. Hold on, y'all. There it is. Okay. Now I have everything. So as y'all remember, I went to, actually let me turn these lights off. The candles, I mean. Now the other one. What's really cool is that those actually have a timer on them for like 5 hours. So I could do like a nice long ritual or whatever. I don't know if I'm ever gonna really spend 5 hours on something, but you know what I mean. Crap, I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, so y'all know that I brought back my Book of the Craft. I brought back some items, like some things that you would glue in or staple in or whatever. And so I decided to pick up a thing of glue, so I got this Gorilla Glue as a glue stick. I almost got the rubber cement, but I realized that sometimes with some of the 3D items, I don't know if I would want some like glue that would also be 3D. I don't know. I might have to get that anyway for the heavier items or whatever. But most of my stuff is paper that I have right now. So now I can actually get into working on some pages. So that's fun. I picked up the metallic set of Sharpies. So that way I can, on these dark pieces, or even just like this slate, I can draw sigils on it. But there was this black piece that I picked up today. Here it is. Is this the one? Yes. And I was thinking about doing a little sigil on there. Unfortunately, they didn't have the white, but I might use, silver should still look pretty good with it. But I really wanted to use white to have it stand out more, but it's okay. So those are going to be little talisman or tokens or whatever, and I'm excited to, I don't know what I'm going to use them for just yet, but I'm excited. I got some of this Whytchy purple. It's technically washi tape. Oh no, it's masking tape, never mind. It was with the washi tape, so I thought it was a big washi tape. But I got this so I could section off in my book all the questions, and I think I might also do that with no, I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna section off all the questions in here. And I wanted to get blue, but you know what, I kind of like this because it goes with it kind of goes with my color ideology, where it's like where you wear something that has like multi-colors on it, and then you'll wear, like, whether if it's an outfit or what is it? Basically what I'm trying to say is there's like this one purple thing out, and this helps bring out the purple more, so it's like aesthetically pleasing. And I can't think of how to describe it when it comes to like outfits and indoor interior design, stuff like that, but it's kind of the same thing. Like, you're helping that lesser noticed color in the pattern or whatever pop out by using various shades and hues of that color. I felt like I talked too much about that explanation, but hopefully it made sense. I got my favorite bar soap. Whenever I have to like buy soap, I prefer to get handmade soap. But I really love this one because it's frankincense and myrrh, and to me that's just are the like resin smells, scents that embody the god and goddess. I've always believed and also learned that frankincense was masculine and myrrh was feminine. And I just really love it. It feels also like that it's a green color, so it kind of feels, you know, witchy, nature, pagan-y. So this is a big, this is one of my favorites. Actually, I think this is my favorite soap thus far when it comes to like store-bought soap. And they're a really good brand, Shea Moisture. What else did I want to share with you? So I shared my sand dollar already. Oh, so on Velas's slate, I think I'm going to actually draw was it his sigil? Yeah, I think it's his sigil. Is that the original thought I had? I don't know, but sigil's going on there. If it's not gonna, like his sigil, it's gonna be a sigil for him or whatever. Anyway, something that's not so fun. I got this pencil sharpener, and it's made from recycled materials, and it's something else. Oh, contains an antimicrobial agent to inhibit the growth of bacterial stains and odors. I didn't think colored pencils did that, but that's good to know. And I got this because one of the things I brought was my colored pencils, so I can get back into my magical Bible journaling. I'm gonna save this for last. It's one of my favorites, and I'll save this for second to last. One thing that I didn't get to show you is, well, first I picked up this really cool little, well, it doesn't look, oh, it does look green on here. Okay, well, in person it doesn't look as green as when I first picked it up, but it's showing up as green in here. That's how green it looked in person when I picked it up. And it's not like it was wet before or something, so I don't know why it changed color, but whatever. Oh! About to drop shit. So I got some of, broken centaurs. Not so interesting. Those are probably going to be used for the money salt. This is going to go, these pieces are going to be ground up and put in with that moon blessed sand for my moon ritual. And I'll be talking more about that later. I got another piece that can be used as like a worry shell, so that's pretty exciting. Not that I'm going to be using it or making one, but I really like that. I got some of these other cool shells. Oh, there's my rings. I was wondering what I did with them. So I got like these cool little clam shells. And this one, they're not showing up. Oh, well, that's not the ones I thought it was. This one is the darker one. They've muted out a little bit now that they've dried. And then this beautiful little fiery piece. It's a little more orange in person. And then I think this is considered a mollusk. Oh, well, now it's not put together anymore, so, okay. Oh, I found this cute little bone. Isn't it? Oh, I probably should have told you to stop watching. Oh, well. This cute little bone, I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it. But I utterly love it. And then I have this really cool, I don't know how to show you, but I found these at the beach, and they're like little stones, or like, I don't know how to, oh dear, this might fall. Okay. So they're like little stones, and they're like almost brick red in color, but then they're black on the inside. And I don't know what they are, but I think they're amazing. And I don't know what I'm going to use them for either, because I can't figure out what they are. So if y'all know what they are, do let me know. I'm going to try and do some more research on them. Oh, here's another thing. But yeah, right now I don't know what they are. And I found my first rusty nail since I've left Illinois. And I got some of these interesting black pieces, which I thought were stone, but I'm not sure, like with those grooves and everything. But they almost feel like glass, or well, they don't feel like glass, but they sound like glass. But then they feel like stones, but then they have these little grooves in it. So I don't know, maybe it's from like the water, and instead of holes it made these smooth grooves and stuff. So I don't know, but I thought they were really cool. Oh, I don't know if y'all are interested in this, but I'll show you anyway. I found, I don't know if those are how they still make the backs of the Pokemon cards, but that's how they made them when I was collecting them, back when I was like 4 and 5, 6, maybe even 7 years old. But I don't remember it looking this way, but it's a Pikachu card, and it was so nostalgic. I was like, I have to keep it. It's got lots of indentations in it, not that you could really see it, but it was in the parking lot at the beach. So it's got lots of those gravel grooves on it. What else? Oh goodness. So when I was in the checkout line the first time, I spotted this herbal remedies, and I was like, yay, y'all know I love my herbs, and I love finding new herbal remedies and stuff like that. Right now I have the sunburn section open, and tomorrow I'm going to go back to the store and what was I gonna get? I think I was gonna get the vinegar and also some cornstarch. So I'm either gonna get the vinegar and or the cornstarch and use those, see how they work. I always used to use watermelon juice and yogurt And yogurt is one of the options in here, but watermelon juice is available. So now for like the really cool ones. So y'all know that I got playing cards, and these are the ones with the green backs, so that way you can still see them when you're on the ship and stuff. See, they're green. I don't remember why, but I think the first time I showed you or whatever, they were looking black. But basically what happens is when you're on the ship and it's at night, they have the red lights on. And they're literally red lights. It's not like code for anything. They're just red light bulbs. But when the red light is shining on the green backs, it makes them look black, like normal playing cards, whatever. And I don't know exactly what that's supposed to do, but I guess it's like helps you see them better. Maybe the black or blue back cards don't show up that well. I don't know, but they're specifically made for like military people, and I got those after I graduated boot camp, because I wanted some actual playing cards. However, they also have a elemental series, and I saw a fire one, and I almost got that one. And then they also have the stargazing one, which I almost got, but I thought this was appropriate for at least the first one to buy, and it's this one. Don't they look like nautiluses? It looked so aquatic to me with the teal and the gold. It seemed very, maybe this will be better. Yeah, you can see them better. And this is the backs, and it's only on the backs that they're different, but this is called the Oreo, and if you want to, you can't read that. Okay, never mind, I'll read it to you. In the early 1500s, Leonardo da Vinci illustrated La Divina, the Divine Proportion, a book written by mathematician Luca Pacioli. This book described a mathematical theory called the golden ratio, which was used in Renaissance paintings and sculptures to achieve balance and beauty. Da Vinci later called this sectio aurea, or the golden section. The gold foil and swirl designs on the case bring the golden ratio to life in this unique deck of cards. So basically it's in honor of Leonardo da Vinci and his sacred geometry findings of the swirl and the circle. And these are the Joker cards. So this one has gold on the US, and this is all black and white. And I just love it. I mean, it's really cool. And then they have that done to the Ace of Spades, and then all the other cards are pretty much the same. I do like the court cards though. They're a little different. Like their skin complexion is a little different. And they're also all holding either a different object or it's in a different direction. So like each suit, each court card is either holding a different object or they're holding like the same object but in a different hand. And I think the latter one I said with the same object in a different hand, I think that only applied to 2 out of the 4 queens. And I'm only going to show you the court cards as well as the spade and the jokers. Just because, like, literally all the other ones are your typical playing cards. But yes, I'm really excited about using these. I think I'm going to get back into my playing card divination. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I also like the Jokers. I do wish that this one with the color had a little more color in it, just to stand out more. That's just the Jokers I like the black and white Joker, and then the one that's colored. That's just what I'm used to, and I like it because it really stands out more. But you know what? It's all good. It's still, it does have that little bit of color, and it's paying tribute to Leonardo da Vinci and all that sacred geometry that was learned during the Renaissance era. So, the very last thing that I want to show you that was so cool, and it was definitely something that was not necessary, but I wanted to get it because it was really beautiful, is this big bowl. I love it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my sand in here. Basically, I'm taking inspiration from, oh gosh, I can see their faces. Tequila, the Lady Grave Dancer, and April from the Crescent Moon. And I'm gonna be making a sand mixture, especially since I have sand readily available all the time. So I'm gonna be pouring my sand in here, and I'm gonna be mixing it up with some other things. I'm not sure just yet, but I have, let's see, today's the 8th, I think, unless it's midnight. But I have a little over a week. I have like a week and 2 days to get my ingredients, and if anything is fresh, I have a week to dry them, and I'm gonna mix them in here. I think I am gonna, well, first I need to finish my, I'm really struggling with words today, prosciutto. So with putting in, I want to get some flour, and I think I'm gonna try and get some more seaweed or kelp, and then I need to figure out something that, because the way I used to make my cascarilla was white flour, crushed eggshell, rosemary, and juniper berries. Well, I don't have juniper berries for one, and for two, I want to see if I can make it more sea-like, but I don't know if there's any like berries or protective things that would be used in there, like within the sea. So I'm not sure. I might just completely do away with trying to use the cascarilla as a template and just kind of do my own thing. I'm definitely want to do the white flour method, because I always like how that, what's the word I'm looking for? It always like brought more to it. And I also like how it made it more powdery. I did think about doing sand, but I decided not to. Oops! Hold on, let me... there we go. Okay. Anyway, I did think about using sand, but this is gonna be a real janky video, y'all. But I knew that it would make it more grainy, and with the using the shells, it's already gonna have some type of coarseness to it. So I didn't want to add to it. Look at that. It really does the powder like cascarilla does. I love it. Anyway, so I might add, oh, I remember now. I was gonna add some of the sand dollar stuff to it. I might add some herbs. I haven't decided just yet. I might not worry so much about trying to make it all sea witchy and fancy. But yeah, so that's kind of my little haul slash updated room tour. I have no clue what I'm gonna call this. It's probably gonna become a witchy vlog. But yeah, Excuse me. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, abundant eternal blessings. Mwah.